you have shown me what Akwaaba really means. Thank you.
There is one Ghanaian language. If we are all going to be honest, everywhere in Ghana, when you go and you speak P, somebody will understand, somebody can interact. Let's be frank, it's not the same with Ga. It's not the same with Ever. It's not the same with Nzima.
There was a time I said something on Hits FM that got people upset, especially people from my tribe, my Ga community, that if we're going to drop English today and pick a national language, it should be P.
Nananum and the people of Ghana, me chiamo, America for chiamo. Now you have shown me what Akwaaba really means. Thank you so much.
Listen, I'm Ever. I was born and bred in Koforidua. I have traveled all the regions in this country. The Ashantis are the least tribalistic tribe in this country. Yes.
Ashanti has been such a big blessing to Ghana. Such a big blessing to Ghana.
And I pray all other tribes, let's be patient. Let's be honest. Have you traveled up north before to Hamile? If you are not speaking the language they are speaking, then trust me, if you speak P, you survive. You get somebody who will understand you. Go to the Volta region. If you don't understand Ewe, speak Chi, somebody will be able to. But if you speak Gan, nobody. It will be difficult. It will be difficult. But speak Chi, you will definitely get somebody who will respond.
Because ofia ya kan wadwa ka shanti wadwa chen trabu bia oba kumasi yo frefra hene wa ya wo mosi hene de kumba hene de kate hene konkoma hene ahemfu bia bi wa se so what you say antino watumfo wanyanyiru
Abuja, there is a raging debate going on online right now. Yes, welcome. I work Kotoka Airport, and we should kind of change the name Akwaaba to Oobake. Well, Moshading.
This is Greater Accra. Greater Accra is for the gas, so they have legitimate consent.
How is the changing of what Akwaaba to Oobake going to fix anything? How is that going to project your language?
The airport belongs to Ghana, and Akwaaba is also a Ghanaian word.
Thank you. Thank you. President and Mrs. Rawlings, honorable ministers, honorable members of the Council of State, honorable members of Parliament, honorable members of the Judiciary, Nananum and the people of Ghana. Me chiamo. America for chiamo. Now you have shown me what Akwaaba really means. Thank you so much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings from Canada, wherever you are. I want to believe by the grace of Jesus Christ, everybody is doing well. We all know what is trending on social media about people, some of our friends, our brothers from the Ga tribe. They are trying to push that the welcoming message that we have at the airport, the Akwaaba, which we have at the airport, which we all know, which is an Akan word. They are trying to push that because they want their language to also be known. They want that Akwaaba to be changed. They want the government to change it. They want to change it to Oobake because they believe that the airport is on their land and therefore their language must be heard. Now, this is very sad development. The question I always ask myself, that is Ghana moving forward or Ghana is moving backward? Do you know that years back, we didn't care so much about tribe. We have always been having tribes in Ghana, but we were not tribalistic. There's a difference between being proud of your tribe and being tribalistic. There's a big difference. Ghana, are we moving forward or we are moving backward? The question I ask myself is, when was the Kotoka International Airport built? I believe this airport is over 50 years. How come people never had any problem with that? The people from Accra, the people from wherever, we never had a problem with it. What has changed? What is causing this sudden change? That there is a new generation of Ghanaians who, instead of being progressive, instead of thinking forward, we are rather thinking backward. Everybody is becoming so much entrenched in our tribes. Don't tell me the truth. Tell me what is going to favor my tribe. If somebody says something that goes against his tribe, he's going to be angry. The person is not going to ask, is it true? They will not ask that. They always want to make sure that whatever you are saying is going to go for their tribe. According to them, one of the ways their language will be known in Ghana and abroad is when they change the Akwaaba sign. How is this going to make sense? How is this going to make your language be popular? In the olden days, look at the money we used to have. I want to believe we are still having these monies now. We used to have Jinyami sign. President Rawlings, he was one of the pro-Akan presidents we have ever had, even though he was a Votarian. All the monies that he printed during his time, he had this symbol called the Jinyami on the notes. And Jinyami is an Akan word, it's an Akan symbol. But President Rawlings didn't care, and nobody in Ghana ever cared. The Jinyami symbol was on it, and yet people were okay with that. Look at the big six that we had on our currency. The big six didn't have anybody from any other tribe. Probably, I don't know, but almost all of them are from the Akan. All the people on the big six are from the Akan. The other tribe didn't have a problem, because if you have the big six on the currency, it is not only the Akans that are going to use it. People didn't so much care. That is the point I'm trying to make. People didn't so much care in the past. What has happened to us Ghanaians is that today we are so much entrenched, we are so much rooted in our tribe, that instead of us to forge something forward and to think of a common nation and a common country, we are so entrenched in our tribalism, which is very bad. Now, years back, President Clinton came to Ghana. That was the time of President Rawlings. Almost all the local languages that President Clinton used, he used the Akan language, he used the Twi language. That was the language that President Clinton used. People didn't have any problem. He didn't use Gan, even though he spoke on Gan land. Even though he landed on Gan land, he didn't speak Gan. He didn't speak Votarian. He didn't speak Ewe. And yet nobody had any problem with it. Nobody had a problem with it. But today, if any president is to come to Ghana today and the president speaks Akan language or speaks Twi, people will begin to have a problem with it. Something bad is happening in our country, and I believe it is time for discerning people, discerning consciences to stand up and to defend our country and to defend our future. I live in Canada. In Ontario, Canada, few days ago, they have changed a certain square. Okay, it used to have a different name. They have changed it to Sankofa Square. They have changed it to Sankofa Square. Now, many Africans together fought for this name to be changed to Sankofa Square. Now, Sankofa Square is a Ghanaian word, and it is an Akan word, and I can say it is a Twi word. Sankofa means go into the past and pick anything that is good. Go back and pick the things in the past that are good. It is called Sankofa. How come people didn't fight that? Okay, Ghana, we have many tribes, so you can't only put Sankofa there. Let us put Gan word for Sankofa, and let us put our word for Sankofa. Let us make sure we have every word for Sankofa in our local dialects in Ghana. And what about the Nigerians? What about the Kenyans? It wasn't only Ghanaians that fought for that change. Many other African nationals who live in Ontario, they were all instrumental, and they ended up changing that name to Sankofa. And many blacks and many Africans were so happy, predominantly Ghanaians.
Well, it's been years in the making, but now it is official. The city of Toronto is celebrating the grand opening of Sankofa Square. And as you can see, thousands have been showing up throughout the day, filtering in and out, hoping to catch a glimpse of the African culture, music, food, and arts that are on display.
I'm very proud as a Ghanaian. I'm very proud as black, as African, people of African descent. This is monumental for our children to be able to see that there's still hope out there for us.
This city has chosen to honor resilience.
Members of the city's African diaspora say the renaming, rebranding, and revitalization of the square represents an important showing of reconciliation and inclusivity.
This is a beacon of hope. So Sankofa means go back and fetch, go back and take. So look at what has happened in the past. We can look at it to help us inform better future decisions.
We cannot be divided. We cannot be divided and say that, okay, we can't name it Sankofa. Let us name it some other name from a certain language or from a certain tribe in Ghana. We use Sankofa. What is wrong with that? Are we moving forward or we are moving backward? These are the things which we must speak up. This is not what we need right now. If you think you want your language to go viral, if you think you want your language to become one of the predominant languages in Ghana and in Africa, this is not the way to do it. We need one common front. That is what we need. I have a lot of videos to share with us. There is this video that went viral some months ago, or probably a few years ago. It was from Pastor Eastwood Anaba. Pastor Eastwood Anaba is not an Asante himself. He is not. He is a Northerner. But he told the truth. Listen to what he said.
Ashanti has been such a big blessing to Ghana. Such a big blessing to Ghana. And you look at the encouragement we have all received. You know, there is something about this region, and that has to do with the prophetic anointing. You know, we are doing apostolic and prophetic, and for some reason, you don't know why a lot of prophets originated from Ashanti. So one day some people were complaining, why is it that all the prophets are coming from Ashanti? I said you should rather go to the Bible and ask, why were all the priests from the tribe of Levi? God could have chosen them from Judah, he could have chosen them from Dan, he could have chosen them from Gad, but he just chose one tribe. There is something about this place, this region, and God just decided, you know what, I want this particular gift to come from this area.
What the man of God said is true. You don't need to be an Asante to recognize this. You don't need to be that. You don't. Okay? These things are true. What does it take from us? We are all one people. We are all one. Okay? What really pains me is that sometimes people will be accusing the Asantes and they will say the Asantes are kind of tribalistic people. But that is not true. Asantes are the least tribalist people in Ghana. Asantes are the least tribalist people. Now, before I proceed, there is this guy. I don't fully remember his name, but probably he works at maybe a radio station or something. He made some statements a few years ago, and people, like fellow people from Ghana, they were kind of attacking him, and they were saying, how could you say that? You are supposed to defend the Ghana people. But he made a very powerful statement, and those statements were very honest statements. Now let us go and listen to what he said.
What I'm trying to say is this. There is one Ghanaian language that if you can speak, there's no way you get lost in Ghana.
You say what's up?
Like it or yes, it's
you say what's up? The pidgin?
No.
No.
Pidgin is not a Ghanaian language.
It's not?
It's not.
It's not?
There is one Ghanaian language. If we are all going to be honest, everywhere in Ghana, when you go and you speak P, somebody will understand, somebody can interact. Let's be frank, it's not the same with Ghana. It's not the same with Ewe. It's not the same with Nzima.
This is
a huge conversation. You see, it's a fact that we like to run away from. It's not like we are trying to empower one group over the other. Strategically, where they find themselves, anything, osmosis diffusion concept, anything that finds itself in the center seems to spread a bit further than other things. The Ashantis find themselves in the center of Ghana. So they've spread wider than any other group of people. Intermarriages, trade, and everything. So their language, and because they're in the middle, people travel. You are going to the north, you go through there. You are coming to the south, you go through there. So their language seems to be the most. It's a fact. I don't even know why we try to debate it.
Have we not gotten to a point where English has become part of our culture?
I agree with you. No, that's
an official language.
The argument I'm having this morning, the point I'm trying to make this morning is that we are losing our Ghanaian language.
That one we agree.
Yeah, that is the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with English. You understand? It is good if you can communicate in English. After all, you're not going to do any international trade in Ghana.
True.
Or Chi or Ewe or Fanti or whatever it is. We are not like the other countries. For instance, now the world is doing business with China. It is good for you if you can speak Mandarin.
Yeah.
You are forced to learn it. there's no denying the fact that if we talk money, one of the groups that has the most money in the world are the Arabs. You want to do business there, it would be nice if you can speak the language. But what do we have?
There was a time I said something on Hits FM that got people upset, especially people from my tribe, my Ga community. That if we're going to drop English today and pick a national language, it should be Twi. Yes, I've said it again here. And I pray all other tribes, let's be patient. Let's be honest. Have you traveled up north before to Hamili? If you are not speaking the language they are speaking there, trust me, if you speak Twi, you survive. You get somebody who will understand you. Go to the Volta region. If you don't understand Ewe, speak Twi, somebody will be able to. But if you speak Gan, nobody. It will be difficult. It will be difficult. But speak Twi, you will definitely get somebody who will respond. Go everywhere in Ghana. You see, maybe because of their central location, they're in the heart of Ghana. Look at where Kumasi is located. When you look at the map of Ghana, when they are spreading, they go upward, they come downward, they go all around. So maybe geographically it's been advantageous for them, and through intermarriages and business and trade and everything, they managed to spread across the length and breadth of the country. You understand? Good. So it's a very large group of people, and when you have a large group of people pushing or understanding or interacting with your work of art, it makes it easier for it to trend.
He was saying that if Ghana we are to drop the English language right now, he will recommend that we take the Twi language. And fellow guys who are like guys who didn't like what he said just began to attack him. Meanwhile, what he said was true. What is wrong with admitting that even though I am Gan, even though I am Ever, even though I am a Zima, whatever, but the most dominant language is the Akan language, predominantly the Twi language. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with we saying and admitting that even though my language is nice to me, is dear to my heart, but in terms of what is popular and what is common, it is the Twi language, it is the Akan language. Therefore, let us promote it. What is wrong with that? But people don't want to be told the truth. People don't care what is honesty. They only ask, is this going to benefit me? That is what has happened to our world, not just in Ghana. People are so selfish in their thinking and in their ideation. They will ask, is it going to favor me? If that is not going to favor them, they will not care whether it is true or not. They will not care. It is time for us to change from such habits. Now, I want us to go and listen to what other people have said. I have a lot of videos which I could have brought you, but I just selected these few. I want us to just take a look at them. Please, let us change. Let us move forward, okay? Let us not be tribalistic. Ghana is first. Ghana must come first before our tribe. And so, let us go and listen to what others have said. Please, if today is your first time visiting my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, like my video, drop your comment.
Listen, I'm Ever. I was born and bred in Kotoka. I have traveled all the regions in this country. The Ashantis are the least tribalistic tribe in this country. Yes. From my traverse, yes. They are the least tribalistic people in this country. It is on that premise. When you go to Kumasi, you have Angloga, you have Fantinius down. The Zongo started even from there. The Ashantis were welcoming to everybody. They allowed their women to marry from outside of Ashanti. Today, if the Asante and Ever are at each other's throats, it's because of the politicians. They are the ones who talk these things. These things have never been part of our ethnic or whatever in this country. It is the politicians.
Interesting.
Yes.
Antina da biya ne ya bompa sai awrede ma watimfo ankotentene because ofia ya kan wado a ka shanti wado chen trabu biya oba kuma sai yo frefra hene wa ya wo moshi hene da gumba hene da kate hene konkoma hene ahemfu biya bi wa ase so wati ase antino watimfo wanyanyi mu so wati ase ba triba one for na ba frem na ya no omo mbeso mo yo mo shanti samba omo yesanti Dabi o. Yangazi ya santifu. Yani abo ma santina ya yi. Tiadi pabia bakumasi ni ya pressure baba because kumasi ni ati. Ati no ma papa bakumasi ni ya fightisha ba yi.
Guys, there is this agenda being championed and driven on Twitter
by the youth, and we for pay attention to one, for have a conversation about them before it go degenerate into tribalism. Because when it enters the gutters of tribalism, there is going to be a problem. There is this account on Twitter. The name is the Gun Union. The handle is the Gun Union. And as I talk the Gun Union, you know, say that my interest be the guns, you know, them communities on Twitter, you know. But recently the conversation being driven on this particular page, you know, people know the bar, people come, they say, bro, what is happening? What is happening? Now, you see, when you get to Kotoka International Airport, the arrival there, you see the big Akwaaba where he did the war in Bodino. This particular page is advocating for it to be changed from Akwaaba to Oobake. They say them for change the Akwaaba to Oobake because bro Kotoka day on a Ghana and then for project them a language is lost in the system. It's like Akwaaba, oh we are tired, so they should change it from Akwaaba to Oobake. So they are calling on the authority to do something about it, to the point that they've even photoshopped it and they have posted it, making it look like, oh, the authorities, the handlers of the airport, they've actually changed it from Akwaaba to Oobake. They photoshop it. When you get to Kotoka right now, the Akwaaba is still there, but they posted it, and this is the caption: whatever needs to be done must be done correctly. It is done. Accra or now Opo. Meanwhile, you and I know that in the Photoshop you take do the edit the Oobake put for them. As they can post, people say, what is happening? Now, if you want to project your language, if you feel like your language is lost in the system, your language is not projected and spoken enough in the system, changing Akwaaba to Oobake be where it go fix anything. I don't think that is going to be it's going to fix anything. And that will be there alone. Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Right now, when you get to the front there, the signage for there, it is Oobake welcome. And they posted it and they say, we are grateful to the authorities for making this happen. Airport is next. This is Ghana. Oobake. Welcome to Accra. So the language is lost in the system. Therefore, we for project the language by changing Akwaaba to Oobake. How is the changing of what Akwaaba to Oobake going to fix anything? How is that going to project your language? The reason why more of the Tree people vex me say at some point Accra Sports Stadium used to be called Ohinijan Sports Stadium, right? People do and they change them to Accra Sports Stadium. You understand? So people feel like it is attack on the accounts. And the Ashantis, you know, say when it comes to the accounts, they all want to. So right now I can't take Gans versus Ashantis and things, and on Twitter they are just insulting themselves left, right, center. You know, good. You know, be fine.
Crying for a greater Accra. People from there, nature say it's not fair to kind of put Akwaaba, brand Akwaaba across, you know, Greater Accra. They started one instance, baby, na yakwa to the wezo. Abra the Gan word for welcome, which is Oobake. I'm not Gan, so you know, forgive me if I've butchered it. Yeah, Oobake no is nowhere to be found. You know, say Ghana, Drew Ghana Airport on MTN for a very nice Yabohoya Chira Akwaaba. Akwaaba no, it's kind of Murafo. I'm out for a free day, you know, the western part of area, see Bagana beer for tourists. They know the term Akwaaba. Can say, Sash ya diguye komi, Nini was a tremu Akwaaba. So the name another term Akwaaba no, or my branding here Akasa. International, you know, kind of calculate to it. But now, no say if say decided to changing it to Oobake, then it becomes why? You know, ever confused among Binum Kakra.
It's a genuine concept. This is Greater Accra. Greater Accra is for the guns. I mean, how can we sit in Greater Accra and expect Wezo? Wezo is for the voters. Are you getting? So they have legitimate concerns. I mean, these are real concerns that needs to be addressed. And so I'll support them. Why not?
I want to believe that you have learned something, ladies and gentlemen. We are all one people, okay? I am an Asante myself, but I am not saying this because I am an Asante. I'm saying this because it is true. Okay, you could be Frafra, you could be Dagati, and still admit that we cannot be divided when it comes to such things. We are all one people, we have to be one. So I want to believe you have learned something. Share this video to others, okay? We don't need to divide ourselves along such lines. We are one people. Share this video to others, and please drop your comment so that I'll be able to learn something from you, because I learn from you through your comments. And I will say that if today is your first time visiting my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, like my video, and like I said, drop your comment. I want to believe you will do that, so thank you in advance. Thank you very much. Bye.
Akwaaba at the Kotoka International Airport, situated in Accra, doesn't mean the airport belongs to the Ashantis. The airport belongs to Ghana, and Akwaaba is also a Ghanaian word. To the leaders, what Ghana needs right now is development and not tribalism. And to the youth, fight for development and not tribalism, because it is your future that is at stake.
Because these Ashantis, these Northerners will come to Accra, buy these lands, build something on it, and create work for your people. You won't do tribalism for 2025? BluntGhana.